Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. Now, there's been a lot of big developments on the Supreme Court front. The Supreme Court has said that there can be habeas review of those picked up under the Alien Enemies Act, but it should be down in Texas. So the question is whether James Boasberg, the chief judge of DDC, is going to go forward with his contempt hearing today at 3. We'll be keeping an eye on that, but we've got a lot of things right here in SDNY. The Nadine Menendez trial is back on, and key cooperator-in-chief Jose Uribe is on the stand. He's still on direct, and will be, I believe, into the afternoon. We're pretty much waiting for the cross by Barry Coburn, who's the lawyer for Nadine, should be a key to this whole trial of Nadine Menendez, which follows up, of course, on the conviction of ex-Senator Bob Menendez and his sentencing to 11 years. 11 years. We covered a crypto case yesterday afternoon. It was the Bueno brothers of MIT fame who made or took, depending on your view, $25 million from Ethereum. They actually claimed yesterday, and in papers, that the victims were actually bots and not individuals, and they want to have some information and cross-examination of an Agent Diaz. So that ruling should be coming out from Judge Clark soon, and we will report it. There's some change of counsel proceedings. Yesterday, Cholo Abdi Abdullah, convicted at trial of a plan to bomb the United States with an airplane. Kind of a copycat. He's been in solitary in the MDC for some years now, and he went pro se at trial, but now for sentencing he wants a lawyer, so he got a lawyer, and now the sentencing is delayed. He's going to get a long sentence, may get a life sentence. Today, change of counsel also for Mr. Miles Guo. He had a number of lawyers at trial. I mean, he had a number at his trial in which he was convicted. He had lawyers. Now he wants to change lawyers, and apparently today he may get a new lawyer. So we'll have that. We'll have the result of that for sure. Now I want to say before we get to the courthouse, the United Nations. We've mentioned the name before. Relatively obscure, but quite a malicious force. Melissa Fleming. She used to be Antonio Guterres' chief propagandist communicator in UNHCR. We used to actually think she was doing God's work over there. Well, when she came to New York, she was very happy to have Inner City Press thrown out of the UN and has refused to answer even a letter from 2 pro bono law firms, very politely written, asking for a dialogue on due process and freedom of the press. Absolutely nothing. Well, now she's apparently under fire, and she's answering some questions, not to Inner City Press, not to Quinn Emanuel, not to Dwayne Morris, but to the media, and she's claiming, no, she's not inordinately focused on one region of the world, but she was unable to say what her vaunted global communication staff have done on the incredibly brutal things happening in Sudan and the tragedy in Haiti. Now, they're trying to dodge this and hoping it goes away. I'm pretty much hoping it doesn't go away, because I can say on personal experience, the individual has known from the very beginning of her tenure at the UN headquarters in New York that it's an entire fraud. There's no commitment to freedom of speech there. They're absolutely happy. She said, we own the science. I mean, it's fine. If you want to, if you think the UN is great and you want to, take things off the internet for the UN, that's one thing. Banning the media and then pretending you're for freedom of the press. So we say litmus test 2025. To be continued.